All right, so a fun point that I think is missed or maybe glossed over a lot is we have this grind mentality in our country and in the West, in California. Then I've even witnessed like Silicon Valley is like a supercharged version of like grind and entrepreneurial spirit. And they're always looking for exits and build a company and a tech business and then sell it for 100 million, 100 billion. There's just so much of that grind mentality, I feel like, built into us in our country. And what motivates people to keep going and to keep achieving? And then what do I do now and why do I do it? And I just recently bought a fun car to drive, and I joined like a club to go drive and go to like more marquee events. And all of that stuff is because I enjoy the process of learning and growing and then being invited to things where the people there are going to help me play up, and I'll learn different things from those different people that are not in my little sphere of influence and friends and people I work with every day. They push me to think about things from a different angle. And so now it's really become like a fun adventure of, okay, how do we grow the team and build a team of like total badass winners, and how do we get to where we're currently from, knowing what we know today, which is a lot different from the starting point from when we began. And so then as you go, I'd say a key point is there's no top of the mountain. Like when you climb to the top of this perceived goal hill, there is nothing but more layers of increased height. And I feel like no matter who you talk to that has achieved anything, even from a smaller number on up to an Elon Musk, he's always chasing something bigger. Elon's the perfect example of somebody that is literally addicted to moving from point A to point B and continuing to climb. So much so that he wants to move and build a civilization on Mars. It's just crazy. It's just like, but he's painted this big goal, and he's attracting the money and the success and the power and the ability to execute over the long haul. And so then you get into, whoa, why does he continue to do it? He's motivated by that. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. I think that you have to pick your camp of, do you just achieve to achieve because you have this goal, you really want to hit it? Or are you doing it for a bigger purpose and a more fulfilling purpose? And so as we grow the company, I'm very fulfilled by the growing of the team and improving the team's lives, helping them grow to achieve their goals. It's so much fun to work with people that want to grow and learn, and side by side you can go accomplish things that you never could if you just did it yourself, because it takes a village on the team side. We're going to buy pushing 500 units this year, and that's like crazy. That was multiple years, if not 5 to 10 years to get to that point to begin with. And now we can intake and staff up and execute and collect the rents and do all of that stuff, raise the money to buy the deals. We can do all of that now in a single year. It's so much fun to then be able to go from step by step and then achieve that. And then you just continue to build the systems and the team and your capabilities. And it just, when you get from down the road and you have that to look back on, it's so much fun. And you're building a team to then have those memories with and alongside. So then it's, okay, what do you do with the money? I believe that with the financial rewards, I view it as like a stewardship, that I'm being entrusted with these properties, with money from investors, with the team's time. And I want to figure out the best way strategically to use all of those assets that I've been given and steward them correctly, because I can't take it with me. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow. So I try to deploy that money on a personal level and help different causes. We're constantly trying to help foundations raise money for a bunch of different things, ailments or homelessness or you name it. We try to get involved and help where we can in the local communities, etc. And so that's another offshoot. You build this whole infrastructure of a flow of, you have this team, you have investors, you have properties, then you end up achieving material or financial success. And you basically just keep building out that workflow of money to go and impact things that are good. And I think that's the key, is building out, having fun, using your strengths and your gifts to then be productive while we're here on earth, and then sharing the flow of benefits and financial growth and all of it. And it's a huge blessing to be able to basically be a conduit and a steward of all those things. And then God knows where that goes when you move on and you pass away. And it's just so important to focus on the whole picture. And so then I think, starting to break it down, I have a friend that's building a business from a different angle. I'll just jump into a more refined, more simple approach. Is if you're starting from a lower kind of financial position, you want to set the target of what is the goal at the end. So I always wanted to be able to live on the interest of my wealth, just like literally live on it, versus having to make a living and produce income actively. I wanted to produce something and be adding value for everyone to basically be able to live on their interest in the end, and build a machine for that so that I can make money while I sleep. That was the concept. So if you're starting a business and you're building a business, build it for that purpose, if that is truly the purpose, or build it for the best like sale price, the best multiple on EBITDA, the best cap rate. Like, you want to focus on using your time for the best outcome. And I feel like so many people get bogged down in if you're building a 1 through 10 step business where once you get to 10, you're basically ready to be sold or have a cash flow machine. You don't want to get hung up in step 3 or 4. You want to make sure you paint the target of, hey, I want to build this business so that it's the most valuable. I can either sell it or keep it, but it doesn't require me and my brain to be performing at its best and create the value that I'm looking to create.
Sweet. That's about it. That's all I really had for the topics.
Cool.
Is there anything else you wanted to highlight?
All right. If you're enjoying this content, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, and check out the description below for our websites listed. Thanks a lot for joining.